There's a lot of tough conversations that are going to need to be had this week, but that's kind of just the nature of the beast, and I think it's better to have a tough conversation than be in an uncomfortable situation down the line. All right, what's going on, hustlers? I'm currently in a hotel room right now because I started the first portion of my airline training, and I'm also trying to build a startup, and I'm also not getting paid to fly, and I have been bleeding my bank account dry because I have been using one source of income to supplement three things. I've been using the source of income that the consulting company has been making to not only pay my own bills, pay for Nanyad, and not only sustain but grow Contracts AI. And for any of you guys that have ever tried to support basically three forms of livelihood off one income, you need to be making a lot of money. And the issue with that is you need to be doing like at least like 30 grand a month for it to even be feasible. But that also, like, you need to put aside money for taxes, which I also had to send a very uncomfortable wire to the IRS. So realistically, you need to be doing at least like 40 to 45K a month to basically support. There's 8 people at the company, plus myself, plus growing a tech company. I don't even want to talk to you guys about what my monthly expenses have been. Not even like balling out of control. Like, go look at my Instagram, bro. Hunkered down and been doing nothing but running, flying, going to church, and working on the business. So yeah, trying to do all three of those things has prohibited my ability to do either one of them particularly well. So what is the alternative? Well, the alternative is get into airline training sooner than expected. So I grinded. I flew 200 hours in a month, it should actually be illegal. I flew 200 hours in a month to get all of my hours done so that way I could dial in the business. And while dialing in the business, I've also decided, like, I'm going to have to stop the consulting business in the current shape that we know it and just go all in. I'm no longer the founder of Nanyad LLC. I'm the founder of Contracts AI. And the only way people can get in touch with me needs to be as subscribers of Contracts AI to get feedback from them. And then we're also just going to be going back to the group coaching calls. I think the webinars, or like group coaching calls, group webinars, whatever. I was talking to essentially somebody who's like my mentor now, and he was like, dude, if you're not failing frequently, that means you're not iterating, right? And we tried the one-on-one office hours, and it was good, but two things happened. One, I felt like I didn't really get to talk to you guys because people would forget to book calls. And then 3, I didn't feel like I could make as much of an impact doing that. So we're going back to the webinar way, and the only way you can get access to the webinars is if you sign up for Contracts AI. And I'll be 100% honest, we were charging $5 grand a month for consulting clients. Now, or not $5 grand a month, $5 grand total for 6 months of access to me. What we're now doing is it's going to be $750 per month for 6 months for access to the webinars, the AI version of myself, and then one-on-one walkthroughs of how to use Contracts AI. And then if you don't want to do that and you can't pay that, then it goes down to $200 a month. It's $199 per month for access to the blueprint that we've used to help generate over $12 million. And some people are like, oh, you shouldn't talk about your price. You shouldn't drop it on YouTube videos. Dude, I don't care. I clearly don't care. I'm being authentic, and I'm trying to build a tech company that's going to change the way people do business with DLA, and I'm trying to make the information affordable. So not everybody has $5,000 to drop at once, but somebody could drop $200 at once. So I really don't care, and we're going to make the product so good that you guys can't say no. So that's enough of me yapping. Let's get into a behind the scenes of what it actually takes to run a tech company. The way the bank account is looking right now, bro, is like, it might have to just be me and you for like 60 to 90 days just to like go to work, get in the trenches, re-up, and then we can bring everybody back on board. But we might just have to like pause. We might just have to pause for a little bit to go run up a bag, because I have been getting drained running this company. It literally has been, it cost me like $9,000 a month to run the company in the previous iteration of it. So we just need to go all in on tech, and like We just got to lower expenses because I literally am like, I had like an eviction notice on my door last week, and I was just like, this is not lit. I mean, I paid my rent, bro. Like I can always pay my rent, but I was late on my fucking rent. I was a couple days late on my rent because like, bro, I'm trying to make sure everybody else gets paid, but it gets to a point where I'm like, dude, I gotta do what's best for the company right now. So you mean to tell me that if I was gonna spend $1,100 on credits and then I gave you an additional $500 a month in your pay, we could be working 6 times faster?
Yes.
For the same amount of money?
Yes.
Well, his only option at this point is he's gonna have to take equity because we're between a rock and a hard place where the product needs to get better right now if we want to make more money, but I can't spend money on making the product better to make money because it's money that we don't have. So I think that's the alternative for right now. When did the credits renew? I feel like they renewed yesterday, right?
They renewed yesterday, so I could start working again.
Have you worked on it at all?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, wait. Yeah, just wait. Let me send you a breakdown of the things that we need to do. But yeah, bro. I mean, I will offer him equity and he can work on the deeper, more technical stuff. But right now, we could just get the product more usable and like the more advanced stuff will come later after we raise, or if we're making more money from people on a subscription round, that problem will take care of itself.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that you have 1,000,001 things to tell me about that have gone wrong since the last time we spoke.
Honestly, I don't. The only thing I got today was contract sales been down.
Awesome. I feel like every other day it's down. I love building a tech company. This is awesome. Okay.
I mean, I had 2 people text me today, and I was just like, honestly, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I just said, we're having maintenance. I'll let you know when it's back up.
Nature of the beast. Okay, that's not terrible. We're not super fucked. By the way, one thing you should be doing to conserve your credits in Lovable, are you writing your prompts directly in Lovable?
No.
You're writing them in Claude, right?
Yes.
Good. Write them in Claude, make them multi-step to conserve credits. So write them in the company. Yeah, good. Write them in the company Claude account. And then if you write them in the company Claude account and then copy and paste them into the company Lovable, that will save us a bunch of credits.
Yeah.
So, yeah, right now I basically need to just go record some, I need to go record some YouTube videos to go make us some money. But, yeah, this is the current state of affairs. All right, so I just sent Richie, who's basically my CEO, my chief everything officer. I just sent him all the tasks that I need to delegate to him. I am going to make a client call and tell somebody about the new structuring of our deal and see if he wants in on it. Initially, he said no because of I'm not going to put his business out there, but he said no. And he was like, it's a big investment for me up front. And I was just like, that's totally fair, dude. So I'm going to give him a call right now live and see if I can close him on the call, because I have a bunch of clients that should be paying me, but they have all defaulted. So I have no money coming in. It's almost the end of the month. So you know what that means. The bills are due. So let's make a call and see if we can close them.
Hi, you've reached Danny with the...
All right. He did not pick up. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to send a voice note to everybody who has not come through and their objection was priced, because nobody ever comes in on our offer and is like, yo, I just don't believe in the offer. I don't believe in the results. That actually never happens because we get results. Like, go check out the testimonials. Our process is good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a list of everybody who said no on price, and I, as the founder of the company, I'm gonna put my pride aside, my ego, and I'm gonna call these people and be like, yo, come in on this new subscription-based model. So, yeah. I'm gonna send a message to the team. Hey guys, I just got off this call with Jeff earlier today. A lot of restructuring happening, some exciting news. One thing I wanted to ask though is at Sam or at Richie, could you get me a list of everybody who did not come in because their objection was price? We're doing a restructuring and we need some money. So I'm going to personally cold call all those people myself. Don't worry, if you already talked to them, I will still give you guys commission for the close, just because I think it's only fair that, you know, if they didn't come in on one offer and then it was price and then I changed the offer to be more price friendly, I think it's only fair that you guys still get your commission. But can you guys give me a list of everybody who has not come in because of price? I'm going to personally reach out to them. I'm going to close them myself. Holy shit, it's so bright. You guys can't see that. Can you see the plane? Can you guys see the plane? That's the plane that I'm going to training for right now. The CRJ 7/900, baby. But yeah, that's what you got to do. Alex Hormozy says when you have no money, you don't get to be shameful. You can only afford to be shameless or shameful when you have money. So me, as a founder of the company, even though it's not my quote-unquote job, I'm going to be the one that's going to call those people and tell them about our new offer, and I'm going to be the one to dial for dollars. Mark Cuban bought the Mavericks, and he straight up went into the bullpen, opened up the list of season ticket or of previous season ticket holders, called them, was like, hey, we're running a special. Come buy season tickets. That's what you got to do. When you are the owner of the company, you got to believe in your product that much. So that's how we're going to do it. Computer screen is mad dirty. We have a mad glare. There's a lot going on right now, but I am about to write up an email about, damn, I hope this works. I don't even know if the camera's going to be looking at me. I'm about to write up an email informing all of our existing clients about our offer, as well as people that are maybe in our funnel that want to get on the offer. So I'm going to write up an email. I'm going to inform people. I'm going to be like, listen, we're going back to the webinars. It's cheaper. And we're offering different support, tailored one-on-one support. And honestly, I'll be the one to take the calls. If you sign up between now and the end of August, I will be the one that will do your onboarding for you. So if you guys are watching this and you want to get onboarded and you want one-on-one with me walking you through the application, go ahead and click the link down below, head to our website, look at our new pricing options, see if you want to book a call with us for a more expensive option, which includes, you know, the one-on-one with me, the webinar access, and the AI tool, which is basically me duplicating myself. It's instead of needing to ask me and wait for a response from me, the AI tool is me. Everything that I know, all of my content, my 70 plus hours of course content has been transcribed and put into this AI and then consolidated into one database for the agent. So if you want that for $750 a month, you can do that. Or if you want just everything that I've ever created, all the blueprints and stuff, for $200 a month, and you want to know exactly how I've helped generate over $12 million in contracts for companies for $200 a month, you can do that as well. So
stretch my hands to you.
Life like, this is what your life like. Try to live the life right. People really know you push your buttons like type right. This is like a movie, but it's really very lifelike. Every single night, right? Every single fight, right? I was looking at the gram and I don't even like lights. I was screaming at my daddy, told me it ain't Christ-like.
he texted me, so I'm trying to do like a text close right now. Our goal is to make this more affordable for everyone. So I just fired that off, and I still have to write this email, and then I still am working through those tasks with Richie. So yeah, I was locked in doing this, but then when, like, if a customer calls, like, you gotta drop everything. Like, you gotta go to, like, where the money is. You have to go to where the money is. And I'm, like, low-key selling something that, like, I don't even have a strike link made for, bro. But shoot first, ask questions later. I was terrified about getting a mentor, but when I look back on my life, all the times where I've had massive quantum leaps have been when I've gotten a mentor. Like, getting a running coach, getting Jack Hopkins as my mentor. I low-key took a huge L paying for a marketing company to run meta ads for me. That was not great. I lost $50,000 on that. That sucked. But like when I made the jump to go to better quality flight training, that absolutely catapulted my career. So yeah, I just had a call with essentially my mentor, and he was like, bro, this is, I believe, what is the best next step for the company. And sometimes you have to step outside of your own field of knowledge and be like, listen, I know what I know, and I need to go to somebody who knows more than me. So